Hello and welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for everyone who has tuned in. Hope you're enjoying. Jack, thanks so much for joining the stream. Morning, Mike. How are you? I'm doing great. What's your score prediction? I'm going to go for a 2-0 Leicester win, even though West Ham did get that great win. I forgot to put my jumper on. I'll just keep it off now. But yes, I'm expecting a 2-0 win to Leicester, even though West Ham did get that great win against Wolves on Sunday evening last week. Jeremy, thanks so much for tuning in. Mine is Southampton 2, West Brom 1. We will be having updates from that on the channel. So yeah, be prepared for that. And Major Man, thanks so much for tuning in as well. 3-2 to Leicester, so you're expecting a Leicester win. Jeremy, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the like button. We are 5 subscribers away from 4,700, so if you haven't already, feel free to hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. My ass got cancelled. I assume that is because of the weather, because the weather is awful here, and I assume it's the same everywhere across the country. So the team lineups are as follows. There is no place for new signing Wesley Fofana from St Etienne. He is on the bench in the starting lineup. No, it's actually sunny. Oh, it's pissing down here. So Schmeichel is in goal, a back five or a three at the back, and it will be Castagna, who started the season really well. He looks a very, very good, astute signing by Brendan Rodgers. Amati, Evans, Soyuncu, and Justin. In midfield, Perez, Tielemans, Mendy, Barnes, and Jamie Vardy. There is a first start and a debut for new signing Kufau, who is playing at right back for West Ham. Fabianski is the goalkeeper. He is starting in goal at the King Power Stadium. Kufau, as I say, is at right back. A back three of Balbuena, Ogbonna, Cresswell, and Masuaku. In midfield, Bowen, Souček, Rice, Fornals, and then Antonio is up front for West Ham. On the bench, Danny Ward is a sub goalkeeper for Leicester. Cody, thanks so much for tuning in. How you doing? Thanks so much for joining the stream. Brighton, Chowdhury, Wesley Fofana, Fuchs, Iheanacho, and is the other players on the bench. And substitutes for West Ham, we have Darren Randolph, another former Hereford player, is the sub goalkeeper, and then it's Felipe Anderson, Haller, Johnson, Lanzini, Noble, and Yarmolenko. So there is some players out of this game. Fredericks is one of the players injured at West Ham, and that is why they have made the signing that they have. Atalanta have gone 1-up in their game against Cagliari, and Luis Muriel, who missed a penalty against England in 2018 in the World Cup, scoring the goal there. Benkovic, Ndidi, and Pereira and Dennis Pratt all miss out through injury for Leicester City. Sid, thanks so much for tuning in. Sid, how you doing? Come on, Leicester. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I appreciate it. Callum, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be here for only about 10 minutes and going out with some mates. Nice, have a nice time. And Sam, thank you so much for tuning in. How you doing? Thank you so much for joining the stream. 2-1 West Brom up the baggers. Yes, good luck in this game. Hopefully you can get your first win of the season. So that game is also taking place at 12 o'clock, I think, unless I'm not mistaken. Yeah, away at Southampton. So we will have an eye on that. So I will tell you if there's any updates. I'm sure some of you will get the updates before me, because I'll just have the video printer and it takes a while. There's also a game in Scotland as well. St Johnstone taking on the champions Celtic, who are looking to make it 10 consecutive SPL trophies. At 2 o'clock, there are some more games. Arsenal versus Sheffield United and Wolves taking on Fulham. Then probably game of the round, Manchester United versus Spurs at 4:30. And then the final game of the round before the international break is Aston Villa taking on the champions Liverpool. Any news on why Maddison is out? Not sure. I haven't heard. I've literally just gone live. So score predictions for Southampton versus West Brom. I think Southampton will win. Sorry, Sam. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Southampton. But yeah, Cody, what did you make of the game yesterday against Leeds? I saw the goal, the equaliser by Rodrigo, and it was very, very, very poor. Really, really harsh mistake there. I do feel like it was obviously Ederson tried to push it out and it just came off the back of Mendy. These things happen, unfortunately. Man City might turn again because they couldn't even beat Leeds, especially the fact that Leeds have just joined the Premier League. They're still a very good side. I seem to remember, struggling against Wolves and they came up. Just one of those things. Mark, thanks so much for tuning in. How you doing? I'm doing well. Thanks for tuning in. How are you? Man City might turn trash again because they couldn't even beat Leeds, especially the fact that Leeds have just joined the Premier League. It's not really a big deal. Leeds are a good side. Leeds are a good side. Beat Norwich. They lost to Norwich last season and went on and finished second and won a trophy, which some clubs don't do. So it's not the end of the world. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the like button. I really appreciate it. We are on 7 likes currently. Leeds, or it might say 6 likes for you, but it says 7 for me because I like it, and that never counts, which is annoying. Yeah, Leeds. Leeds are a good side. Football fan AR Alex, thank you so much for tuning in and joining the stream. I appreciate it. How are you doing today? Man City are rubbish at the moment mainly because they don't have Aguero. It's not necessarily the miss of Aguero. Aguero is obviously a miss, but not having Jesus or any sort of form recognisable striker besides Liam Delap is a cause for concern. But the thing is, who would want to come in and be third choice behind Aguero and Gabriel Jesus? To be, of that calibre, nobody is the answer. They'd all want to just be with whoever else and play regularly because Aguero is one of the best strikers in the world, and it's going to be hard. I'm great, thanks mate. What a game against Norwich yesterday. I did see that you won that game 1-0. How are you? I'm good, thank you, Alex. How are you? They haven't got Gabriel Jesus plus Sergio Aguero. Yeah, that's what he said. This is my other shirt that Kelly made me. It's got the thumb on it. There it is. If you don't know who, it's because one of my favourite wrestlers is called Orange Cassidy, and he sticks his thumb up like this because he can't even bother to put it up like that. He's lazy. So that's what it is. I'm fantastic, thanks mate. The talk point is what happened to City last night. Leeds was all over. I'm not surprised that Leeds didn't win the game. The Leeds are a good side. I feel like that's what people need to understand. Is they're a good side. They are a good side. Leicester City 2, West Ham 1. So you're going for a Leicester win, and Wolves, Southampton and West Brom to draw 2 apiece. Interesting. It's only into the third qualifying round as a Hereford beat Gosport Borough 3-1 of FA Cup's 2 rounds in the first round proper. Yeah, so that's a great win. I think they won on penalties against Hednesford. And interesting note, there was 2 players from either side that used to play for Hereford. And the goalkeeper for Hednesford was a bit of he came in and he wasn't very good. That was in League One, but he's good for that level, even though he's really old now. Is David Moyes managing today? No, he is going to be managing from home. I assume he must. I can't remember when he got positive, but it does feel like it's been a couple of weeks now, so it shouldn't be too long before he's back on the touchline. But I suppose he's not going to really be doing that in the next couple of weeks, so he's got plenty of time to rest up. They put up a good game against Liverpool, didn't they? He was lucky to get a result against them. Yeah, exactly. Jeff, thanks so much for tuning in. How are you doing? I can't, if you hear this fairly soon, then yeah, it's all up to date. Hereford in the cup. Yes, they beat Gosport Borough, and we're looking forward to the next round. However, I don't think Hales Owen can draw Hereford because Hereford are in the southern section of the draw, and I believe Hales Owen are in the northern section. Right, it's Tottenham Man United predictions. Let's hear them. It's so hard to predict. It's so hard to predict that game between Tottenham and Man United. It could go either way. I just think United will get the win because they're just at home, but it's really, really, really tough to predict. For sure. It was good to see Warnock back on the touchline yesterday, but not for the match officials. No, I don't think any of the officials enjoy Warnock. Late finish today at work. I finished at quarter past 9 I finished last week, and 9 o'clock the week before. Today was quarter past 10, which is great. Draws at 1 PM tomorrow. I will keep an eye on that. I'm hoping we draw somebody a bit crap so we can get through to the next round. Right, okay, so Man United 1, Spurs 2, going for Spurs, win 2-1 Spurs well, says Jeremy. 2 apiece, says Major Man, that'd be a good game. This is the only game you'll be doing, pal. 99% yes, 1% chance that it might not be. But I won't be doing 2 in a row like last time, just because there's not enough time for me to get all the graphics and stuff sorted. So I'm not a big fan of that. Leicester win. I'm expecting a Leicester win as well. If you haven't already and you are in the chat or you're watching, feel free to put your prediction into the chat. I'm going for a 2-0 Leicester win. You might think that Alan Irvine and David Moyes behind the screen might be able to spring a surprise in the league. Let me know what you think. I hate Warnock. Never shuts up, and his massive FOD. What the hell is a FOD? Annoys me. What should you do in Blades today? I was going to choose either or, but because Kelly finishes at 3, I thought I would do this early game. Wasn't Hales in to get to the first round at least? But Hales in to get to the first round because Stourbridge have done it a few times. They've done it loads before. Stourbridge are amazing. I can't remember who I was talking to. I think it was a bloke who supports West. I can't remember what his name. I think his name might be Sam as well. No, his name's not Sam. George, there's a person on my stream called George WBA, and he supports Stourbridge and West Brom. So yeah, probably past each other at the Hawthorns. Please say you'll do the Liverpool game. That's the one I might do. It depends if I get to 4,700 subscribers. If I do, I probably won't do it. You know, it's something new every day. What the hell? What does it mean? I don't know what FOD means. I assume it means like forehead. Is that what it means? They've beaten like to Plymouth and Northampton, and they've beaten Kidderminster as well. Obviously not the same sort of standard. Sorry about the last game when I wasn't live. That's okay. No worries. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in so far. We'll go through the team lineups again. It is Northern Irish versus Scottish in the managerial dugout. Michail Castagna, who I'm a big fan of so far. Amati, Evans, Soyuncu, Justin Barnes, who has got a call up to the England squad. Congratulations to Harvey Barnes, thoroughly deserved. Mendy, Tielemans, Perez, and Jamie Vardy, who for me should still be in the England squad, and we should be doing more to get him in the England squad. Right, the lineup for... Sorry, just to mention that Wesley Fofana, who signed recently from Saint Etienne for Leicester City, that common theme that they've been using of signing players from the French leagues. Tielemans came from the French league. Did he play for Monaco? Or have I made that up? And Ndidi, I think, came from there. Kante, Mahrez. So that's a common trodden path. And he's on the bench. So Fabianski is in goal. Kufau is at right back, the new signing. Balbuena, Ogbonna, Cresswell, Masuaku, Bowen, who I actually saw score his first ever professional goal back in April 2014. And he is alongside Souček, Rice, Fornals, and Antonio. Kyle Edwards started for West Brom today, which I'm surprised about. Yeah, that is surprising. It's good to see he's shaking it up there. I will have a look at the side just for now. I won't read it out or anything, but I am interested. If anyone supports anyone and they're in the stream quite regularly, I do actually try and keep an eye on how they're doing. That's interesting. Dara is still playing. Good old Dara. Well, today is overrun with ex-Hereford players. Sam, do you think, as a West Brom fan, you will stay up? I'm interested. Morning, Mike. Hope you're well. Stephen, thank you so much for tuning in and gracing us with your presence. How are you doing, my friend? West Brom not having that much of a good season, so they need to get a win so they don't get relegated. I mean, it's not the be-all end-all if they win this game or not, but they need to start picking up points, and getting some momentum. Depends if we get a striker, in my opinion. Right. Okay. I think what reading between the lines, what you're trying to say is you don't think you will at the moment, which I can totally get behind. It depends if we do this stupid Cavani deal. Well, I thought it was good. However, he's a good player. However, I understand the caution, and I tell you why there is caution, because it's the same trodden path with players past their primes. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Alexis Sanchez, and now Cavani. Bastian Schweinsteiger going a little bit further. And none of those have worked out besides Zlatan, who was fine, but then he got injured the next season, and that was that. Falcao, another great example. Falcao. It's a lot of money where money could be spent better elsewhere. I would say they could sign someone else, but if he works out, he works out. So yeah, they're playing. It's Sheffield United versus Arsenal today, isn't it? So I will keep an eye on that one for sure. Antonio is better in midfield for West Ham. I suppose what he does, he offers a different sort of role to other players that they have been playing up, and he's quite strong. I kind of like the idea. It seems very David Moyes. Everyone has to remember Declan Rice for West Ham is actually real good. Yeah, everyone knows how good Declan Rice is. Everyone loves Declan Rice. And there's been so many talks of him leaving for multiple clubs, Chelsea being the one that keeps referring back to where he did start. He was in the youth team with Mason Mount there, wasn't he? And then he ended up at West Ham. Man United have had a poor transfer window, in my opinion. They haven't got Sancho, and they still have a leaky defence. Oh, it doesn't matter about the defence. Defence is irrelevant. They need to sign more marquee players to make more money on shirt sales. They don't think about how bad the defence is. The club is very, very, very much run like a business, which is fine, but they don't think about anything other than money. You have total opposites of that where it just goes completely wrong, but somewhere in the middle would be good. A lot of these are thinking of I don't like the Man United model at all. Leicester 3, West Ham 0. You're expecting a comfortable win for Leicester. Interesting. Vardy will score again. Very, very, very sharp, isn't he? Very sharp this season. We're linked with some strikers from Ligue 1, but we haven't agreed anything, and we've got until tomorrow to do it all. I'm looking forward to it. My girlfriend has got Monique. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a while. How are you doing? Got her hair at 10 o'clock, so she'll be gone at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to be tuning in to Sky Sports News transfer deadline day, and I'm going to be watching it all day. No jokes. She won't let me watch it all day. If Ollie gets them into top 4 this season, he should get a new contract. Yeah, I'm not sure when his contract's out. Blades are after that Congolo from Huddersfield. Yeah, I know him, Terence Congolo, because he was at Monaco, wasn't he, before? Is Leicester City win this match? Will they go top of the league? They would be on level on points with Leicester, but yes, they would. They would go top. Which would be a very, very good start for both sides, including Everton as well. It's been a long time. It certainly has. Certainly has. Thanks so much for joining. If you haven't already, guys, feel free to hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Is Leicester to win this? I've already read that one. I think all clubs are used as businesses to some extent, but Man United, there is no half and half. Yeah, don't get me wrong. If I was in charge of a football club, you try and make the books balanced, but at the same time, you've got to think what's going to win trophies and stuff like that. I think all clubs, if I've all read that, I think Blades will keep in the Premiership. It's not called the Premiership anymore, it's called the Premier League. We are 4 subscribers away now. Kay said she'd buy me a new chair if I get to 4,700 this week. Be expecting a lot of transfer videos if I haven't hit it tomorrow. Definitely need to. This looks like the Vanarama logo. I feel like people think I work for Vanarama. The biggest problem is they can't afford. I'm going to put the headphones in now for the game because I'll be listening to the music, which is very, very calming, but it's not going to offer any sort of assistance for how the game's going. Diego Godin's playing at Calgary. Nice. The biggest problem is they can't afford to offload crap players because they pay them too much, which is a problem at a few clubs. City have had that in the past with people like Mangala as well. Ozil is going to be staying until the end of his contract at Arsenal. So it is a fairly common problem. Going to leave it, you men to it. Just wanted to say hi. Oh, thanks so much for tuning in. You don't have to go, It's an inclusive channel. I see West Ham not going down but in trouble. I'm not expecting to pull up any trees, but they've looked terrible this season and also looked very good. So I'm not sure. A 5-year contract, 80 grand a week for Phil Jones. They paid quite a lot of money for Phil Jones as well. I know it was like 20 odd million, but at the time it was quite a lot. Rich, thank you so much for joining the stream. It feels so good that one of my favourite players, Perez, is playing. I bet he'll get a hat-trick. Just joking, but he's a world-class player. Yeah, I quite like Perez. Oh yeah, I like Perez. So there is a game also kicking off. West Brom are away at Southampton. That's going to be kicking off at 12. And we will have updates of St Johnstone versus Celtic as well if Major Man's still watching. I know he'll appreciate that, but he'll probably be watching it as well. So is there any other games in? No, not really, just those. But if there's any interesting developments in Europe as well, I'll let you know. Got the West Brom game on a Dodger stream. Let's go. Hopefully you can get the win. Professional Gun, thanks so much for tuning in. I can't remember what I was thinking about you the other day, but I can't. Oh yeah, I know what it was. Yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Did you see that pundit on some channel said Guardiola needs to speak to Sam Allardyce on how to sort out a defence? They need to improve the defence. There's no doubt about it. I'm not sure the inclusion of someone like Sam Allardyce. I mean, they play totally different football. Sam Allardyce wouldn't be able to do what Pep Guardiola does. At the same time, Pep Guardiola wouldn't be able to do what Big Sam does. What will you do if Dara scores? I'd be really, really, really pleased if Dara scores. What did you think of the Leeds Man City game yesterday? I didn't watch most of it, so I can't comment. I have to watch Sky, the match of the day. What were you thinking? Oh, Jeff was like ages behind, and it was because something similar happened to you. That's why I was thinking about you. So lots of British players out on show. Justin, Barnes, Vardy, Bowen, of course, and Rice. So yeah, a fair smattering. What do you think? Do you think Man United will get to challenge show? No, it's too late. Too late. I wonder if Southgate is at this match. He's allowed to go to matches for whatever reason. Not sure why. Not sure why you can't just watch it on TV like everybody else. But remember that I did my head in. Yeah, there's a live button and you must have like gone behind, and then if you'd have pressed live, you'd have got back to the start. Gone back to Man City off to an underwhelming start. Right. It's an interesting one because they're not going to sack Guardiola, but at what point does it become a problem for Khaldoon and his merry men? If you know what I mean. At what point does it become an issue? And you can't just keep buying players, if that makes sense. You've got to try and do something else. There's Alan Irvine alongside Brendan Rodgers on your live stream. Can't find the like button. What are you on? If you're on mobile and it's full screen, make it unfull screen, and then it'll be under the title, I think. Is Cavani at Man United now? Not confirmed, but it looks like it is going to happen. So it will be fornals to start the game for West Ham. Hi, do you share the match on here? I don't share the match on here, but feel free to tune in anyway. Molly. Man City need a new left back and a new striker. I'm not sure they need a new striker. They're just unlucky that they've had both of their strikers injured. So half time, first half is underway. We will keep an eye on the other game as well. Aguero and Jesus are both injured. I'm on mobile small screen. Yeah, it should be under. It should be in by the title somewhere. Yeah, hopefully, Sam. Let me know if there's any updates there. I really like the look of Delap. Yeah, Delap is, great. However, Delap is not going to be the answer to the problem. But nobody's going to want to come in and be third choice, because if all players are injured, unless you're very, very good, you're not going to be third choice. And if you're not third choice, your second choice, Gabriel Jesus will want to leave, because he certainly won't want to be third choice, and you're in the same boat. We like the look of the lap. But thank you so much for the like, Jeff. I really do appreciate it. Here is Mendy. Maybe Delap in a few years. Yeah, definitely. Maybe you could go out and get a loan deal. That would be very, very good. Bowen. Here is Antonio, and Johnny Evans steps in well. Johnny Evans is a good player, isn't he? Very solid, very consistent. That's under the chat. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't ever go on mobile, so that's why. Soyuncu, Justin, looking for Vardy. Vardy breaking through. Vardy puts the ball in, and it's takes a touch off Bonner, and there is Fabianski. Why did we sell him over the crap we got? Sorry, who do you mean? Just done that, Rich. Chat off and found it there. Great. Music a tad loud. Right, okie dokie. I haven't Is that better? Mark, God, how dare you? West Brom will get a result. They'll definitely be going down. That's too funny. That's too funny. Johnny Evans. We saw. Oh, right, Johnny Evans. Yeah. Perfectly solid. I know he's boring, and I know he's not interesting, and I know he seems like he's got the personality of a carrot, but I think he's solid. He's solid. Man City were interested in him a few years ago. If you remember. Better. Right. Great. No, so I don't want it to be too quiet. But I don't listen to it because I see how loud it is, and yeah, that seems quite good. But I'm not sure. We don't want defenders doing interesting things. No, you just want defenders and everyone just sticking to what you want to do. I love Johnny Evans at West Brom. I was sad when he left. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Nothing wrong with him. Michail Antonio has committed a foul on Johnny Evans, and it will be a free kick to Leicester. What's your prediction for today's matches? I did say I was going to go for a 2-1 win to Southampton. In this game, I've gone 2-0. Arsenal, I expect to beat Sheffield United fairly comfortably, 3-0. Wolves, 3-1. Against Fulham. Manchester United, I gone 1-0, and then Liverpool to win about 2-1 or something. Rajit, thanks so much for tuning in. How you doing? Did you and Kelly have a good night yesterday? Yeah, we did. We made some biscuits and we played some games and that sort of thing. Yeah, it was quite nice. Leicester 3-0, so you're going comfortable win for Leicester. Man United have so many players that they can sell and bring in world-class players just for profit, like Liverpool have. Yeah, but players, it's all well and good having a side like Man United, but a lot of them would be hard to shift. That's the issue. There's a lot of players they could sell, but there's nobody who wants to buy them, like Phil Jones, like Juan Mata, who's definitely now past it. Chris Smalling, I'm sure would. I didn't know he was back at Man United. I thought he was. I'm sure somebody might go for him. Jesse Lingard's another that would be hard to shift. Nemanja Matic. Nobody buying Nemanja Matic. I hope you get what I mean. Sure, Mourinho wants to kick to Carcass today. I'm sure he does. He would. Can't sell him. No one will pay their wages. Yeah, definitely. It's only the truth. You always seem to go up then go down against West Brom. Again, West Brom ain't good enough for the Premier League. just need a little bit more investment. And I know they had a takeover not so long ago. I think Blades should survive the Premiership. No, I think they will struggle. I'm not sure if they'll go down. Jones, Lindelof, Fred, Mata, Lingard, some of the players that are good but are getting on a bit. It's weird that Lingard's now getting on a bit, isn't it? Definitely weird. We stayed up for like 8 years in a row. Yeah, definitely. But recently it's been... Wait, you went up? No, yeah, you're right. You were... You haven't been... Since you got relegated, you've not been back, have you? You had the season under Darren Moore, and then Jimmy Shan took over, I want to say, at the end. And you lost to Aston Villa. The next season you got promoted. But before that, you were in there for years. That's right, isn't it? I think what he means is you're probably going to go down again, which would be up and down, because it was like that for a few years in the early 2000s with West Brom. I'm sure you might not remember, but I'm pretty sure it was anyway. Here is Amati. Back to the goalkeeper Schmeichel. Schmeichel takes a few touches and goes long looking for Perez. Perez plays it off nicely. Here is Mendy. Out wide to Castagna, who I think has looked fairly good this season. Should we be interested to see how he gets on throughout the season? Tielemans looks to try and play in Justin, but there is Fabianski. We have joint most promotion from the championship. You've got to be in it to win it. There's a few sides that have been up and down fairly recently, like Norwich. They've been up and down a few times. Hope Burnley stay in. Yeah, nice for Sean Dyche. He offers something different to their league, I feel. Atalanta are beating Cagliari 2-1. Gomez with the goal. And Groningen are 0-0 with Ajax at half time. I think Derby will get promoted. Well, they haven't had a greatest start, so that's not the greatest look so far. Burnley struggling. I think they need to sign some more players. And that could be backfire. I love it if Derby got promoted. They might go down. And Forest look awful as well. They've lost 4 in a row, I think. Is it 4 in a row? Amati plays it back to Schmeichel. Schmeichel takes a touch. Back to Amati. Amati to Mendy. Mendy battling with Rice. Mendy does well. Finds Johnny Evans, who the chat thinks the best player in the world. Tielemans goes out wide. Castagna. Tielemans looking for Perez. Finds Perez. Nice. To Castagna. Tielemans out wide. Ayose. Great ball. Headed away. Derby are going down. I think we can push towards the playoffs if we sign Austin. We need him. Austin would be a good move for sure. Burnley could definitely be in trouble. I can see that. Scunthorpe United are playing rubbish again. Are you a fan of Scunthorpe? Forest are doing bad. Yeah, they've started really poorly. Southampton are all over us at the moment. We've hardly been in their half. Could be a tough afternoon. But they did take a lead against Tottenham and ended up getting hammered. So that's cause for optimism. Corner comes in. And there's a foul there. And it will be a free kick to... Oh, wait, no. The ball went out and come back in again. That's what they said. So it will be a goal kick to West Ham. Hope we do. He isn't in the squad today. That's a good sign. Long gone are the days of Brian Clough. Yeah. Well, years ago. Forest for League One, I'm calling it. It would be a massive club to be back in. Obviously, they've been in there, not too far away, but it would be quite a big club to be in League One again. Did you know that Peter Taylor died 30 years ago today? No, I didn't know that, but I know who you mean. He was assistant, wasn't he, with Brian Clough, wasn't he? And when they were at Derby together and they won the title. Second football team I know, a guy from Scunthorpe gets his autographs. I seem to remember you mentioning autographs before. Watford ruined my bet yesterday. Yeah, I did see that they lost. Was it Reading they played? Because it was two sides who were going fairly well, but Reading get the win and are still on fire. Manchester United women are beating Brighton women 1-0. Klopp and Taylor are legends, certainly are. Certainly it's Derby County anyway. And I think he went to... Did he go to Brighton? Perez. It's a penalty, that Manchester United women goal. So they did have like a... they used to play in the summer, didn't they? And now they changed to be in line with the men's game. Brighton for a short while. Yeah, because I watched the film, Damn United, and it sort of plays into what I know. Ollie should start playing for the women's team. I mean, I'm not sure he'd pass as a woman. Barnes. Barnes plays it out wide. Castagna. He's going to win the ball back ahead of fornals, and he does. Here is Mendy. Deeney didn't play. I think he's embarrassed to play in the Championship. There's a lot of players who want to leave Watford. Sarr being one, Deeney being another, and a few others, which is causing a few issues. It'd be interesting to see what happens if they don't move. Andre Gray, I think, wants to leave as well. There's a lot of players who want to leave Watford, which is cause for concern for Watford. Right. Sarr is a Premier League player right now, I think. Is he? I didn't think he'd moved. Or do you mean he is Premier League quality? I think Theo Walcott would be good for Blades. He'd want a lot of money though, wouldn't he, Jeff? Yeah, he is. He is certainly a good player. I really rated him. I think I saw him play for Rennes against, I want to say, Arsenal in the Europa League a few years ago, and I thought, well, bloody hell, he looks a good player. And then he ended up signing for Watford, and I thought, oh, we're going to see him now. And he didn't pull up many trees. He did look very good in that game against Liverpool when Liverpool lost their unbeaten streak in that season. Was it last season? But yeah, probably too good to be playing in the Championship, which is... They pay a lot of money for him. I think they paid about £35 million, so they want a lot of that back. Cresswell, he puts the ball in. Great ball for Antonio! Goal! Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant ball by Cresswell. Absolutely fantastic ball by Cresswell. He puts the ball in. Antonio pulls away from the defender and heads it home. Absolutely brilliant, brilliant goal by West Ham. And West Ham take the lead in this one. Cresswell, great ball. Soyuncu really not marking or keeping an eye on Antonio, and it's 1-0. Poor, really poor from Leicester at the back. It's not like they've got 100 players to be looking at, but really great ball by Cresswell. Great goal by Antonio. And Atalanta have gone 4-1 up in their game. So I've been linked with... Hang on, wait a minute, I missed a few. West Ham doing well under Irvine. 5-0 aggregate so far. Yeah, doing great. David Moyes still at home. I remember Irvine at... I think it was at Preston. Not so good there. Sarr been linked with Liverpool. Yes, he has. And Manchester United. Hi, Mike. Can't stop too long because I'm going to play... football shortly. How are we doing? Yeah, not too bad. Thank you, Sam. Thanks so much for joining the stream. How are you? The fact that I can take Antonio out of my team and then he starts scoring in the last few weeks. That's always the way. Vardy still battling. Vardy going into the box. Vardy still going. And it's great work. I think that was Kufau. Yeah, great work by him. Well done, West Ham. Yeah, great start to West Ham inside the opening 15 minutes. They're already a goal ahead at the King Power Stadium. Arsenal are similar to Chelsea with their young players. It's good to see Arsenal really looking at the young players and bringing them through. The likes of Saka has been having a lot of time, so it's great to see. Great to see. Something that's really important in the game is to embed youngsters, something that a few clubs aren't doing as much. But I suppose if you're the top two and you're desperate for wins and desperate to finish on 114 points, it's going to be tough. Or is it 112 points? I think it's 112 points. 114 points. I was right the first time. 114 points. If you want to finish on 114 points, right, you're not going to want to be embedding in loads of young players to the side. You're not going to win everything and want to win every game. So I understand why it's happening at places like Arsenal and not so much at City and to an extent Liverpool. Sam Johnson made a great save. I really like Sam Johnson. Or Johnston. Really rated him when he was at Villa. So I thought it was a very astute move to take him from Villa on loan when he went back to Manchester United and bring him to West Brom. Blades are doing similar now. Yes, definitely. It's great to see players coming into the side. Castagna. Mendy. Castagna wins it back. And here is Amati to Evans. A lot of people who are impressed with the start Leeds to the season. A lot of people were predicting this, and it's great to see Leeds back in the Premier League and causing problems for the big sides. It's great to know that if Leeds play one of the big six, they're not going to hold back. They're going to go for it, which is nice. More teams should be like that. It goes to show how good Bielsa is, because no offence, Rich, but I think Leeds aren't that actually. Some of their players are very average. The likes of Tyler Roberts, who continues to play every week in, week out, even though he's not very good. Stay up for sure. Yeah, definitely. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the like on the video. I would really appreciate it. And subscribe if you are new. We are 4 away from 4,700, which should be really nice to hit today. Rice. Masuaku plays it back to Fabianski. Fabianski going to play it out wide. Do you think City are out the title race, Nick? Thanks for the comment, Nick. I really appreciate it. The answer is no, because we're only 3 games into the title. Or 4 games in. 4 games in. We're only 4 games in. Everyone needs to relax. I don't think they'll win it, though. So, I think it's Liverpool's to lose. I'd take anyone winning it over Liverpool. So I think it's Liverpool's to lose. So to even have a contender would be great. But I think it's Liverpool's to lose. Michael, you're monetized. Yes, if you watch my videos, you probably have adverts on them because I'm monetized. I am rich. Jokes. I am very poor. Well, I don't make much money off it. That's what I'm trying to get at. Rena, thanks so much for tuning in. I assume you're predicting 4-1 there, but I'm not sure if that's right. It's true, without him, wouldn't be good as we are. Yeah, definitely. There are some average players in the side, and I don't think anyone would disagree with that. No offense to Tyler Roberts. and some other players as well. It's amazing. What do we all think of Calvert-Lewin? Should Calvert-Lewin get a start in one of these games? Maybe against Wales. Should Calvert-Lewin start against Wales? Let me know in the comments. I think he should. He started the season absolutely immensely. I said at the start of the first stream I did for the Premier League season, it was Everton versus West Brom, right? And I said on that stream, and I'm not gonna hide away from it. I'm not gonna pretend like I didn't say it. I said I can't see Calvert-Lewin being that 15 to 20 goal a season striker. So far, he's scored 9 goals in 6 games, including 6 in the league and 4 starts. Absolutely fantastic. I've played it to a T. He went to Blades. Yeah, I was aware he was from there. Can't drop Kane. Calvert-Lewin is good, but not Kane good. No, totally. I understand. I get it totally. I'm totally on the bandwagon of not as good as Kane. What I'm trying to say is Kane doesn't need to start against Wales and the other games we have. You know, we have Belgium as well, and I think do we have Denmark as well as the Wales game. Have I made that up? So England, Wales, England, Belgium, England, Denmark. Yeah, so surely Kane doesn't need to start all 3 games. Yeah. No, I don't think he needs to start all 3 games. Certainly doesn't need to start against Wales, which would allow someone like Calvert-Lewin and more experimental side to see how they get on. Southgate's got some big decisions to make. He has to choose out of Ings, Kane and Calvert-Lewin. It would be hard to play all 3 or even 2. It would be crazy to play all 3. Yeah, Calvert-Lewin should start 1 out of 2. I'd certainly give him a start against Wales and see how he gets on. But yeah, certainly for me. Perez looking to play in Harvey Barnes. Finds Harvey Barnes. Vardy's got space. He plays it out wide to Castagna. Can Castagna put the ball in? Great work by Kufal again, who puts it behind for a corner. He's started really well. He's made some really, really important interceptions. He signed from Sparta Prague this week. I don't think Kane will play in the international friendlies. I put Calvert-Lewin against. Yeah, that's sort of what I said. Found out from Sheffield United that they want me to help with a disability football team as a volunteer. That's really, really great. Really great. I like Harvey Barnes. Looks like he has a future. I'm sure that Sam will be able to inform you a bit more than I did. But when I first saw him play for West Brom on loan, and I think it was under Darren Moore, I thought he looked so good that he's going to be playing in the Premier League very, very soon, and probably being called up for England very, very soon. And he offers something a bit different to some of the players we have. He offers a lot more attacking guile, for sure. It would be unfair if Spurs to play in all if Kane plays in matches that don't mean anything. I can understand your perspective, for sure. But if they're fit to go, then they should play. How did you think Chelsea played yesterday? Chelsea played well. It was great to see them very, very comfortable. I thought Ben Chilwell looked very, very good, a very astute signing. They did look a little bit better at the back. They kept Crystal Palace down to a very bare minimum of chances, which is something that didn't happen the week before against West Brom. So, yeah, overall, I think that's very, very good. The project is going to be a charity. That's really, really good, Jeff. Really good. He was amazing. We would have got promoted in the first season if Leicester did not call him back. Yeah, for sure. Ant, thanks so much for tuning in. How are you? I'm good, thank you, Ant. How are you? Good start to the season for Everton. Mike, could I send you an email here? What do you mean by send me an email here? Do you mean email me, or do you mean send me some messages on the chat? I don't think Palace had a shot on target. I can't remember. They did keep them down to fairly few. I think Ayew had a shot sort of cross. Yeah, knock yourself out. There was only 200. Just put, there's only 200 characters. I think you can only use 200 characters. So just put the bare bones of what it is. England versus Belgium prediction. Probably do a video on it. Michail Antonio, who scored the opening goal, looking for fornals, and great work by Daniel and Marty. And here come Leicester. Jamie Vardy looking for it. Ogbonna battling very well and is fouled by Jamie Vardy, and it will be a free kick to West Brom. Man United versus Spurs score prediction. I've gone 2-1 Man United. Or 1-0 Man United I went. 1-0 Jaden. Are you streaming again later? I said I might do if I don't get to 4,700 subscribers. So yeah, probably. But yeah. We're having a lot of people tune in, so I'm not sure if they're all like people that are already subscribed or new subscribers, but let me know if you haven't already. If you're new, feel free to get involved in the chat. Declan Rice, because I know there are some people who probably watch my streams fairly often but don't really comment, or only comment on a few things. So that's kind of, that's what I do if I'm in a stream. Because just say, for example, one of my subscribers was live and I subscribe to them as well. I will watch, for I don't really have anything to say, so I didn't say anything. I have been subbed since 2018. That's when I started my channel, 2018. I wish I'd have gone full pedal to the metal with it when I started it, which I did. I uploaded every day for 6 months. 7 months. I uploaded from 6 months, from April to October, and then I went on holiday. If I'd have carried on like that and done loads of live streams all the time, I feel like I'd be on a much bigger amount of people now. But we live and learn. If you know when you first subscribed, let me know. I'd love to hear. Has anyone noticed I've been drinking from a glass instead of cans? Interesting. Soyuncu wins the header. Tielemans. Mendy. Perez loses the ball. He just fell over, really. Chelsea or Tottenham, who's better? Chelsea. Well, Tottenham did go through in the Carabao Cup. Not that that's like a massive... what's it called? A measuring stick on how it will be. I reckon Spurs will win, but then again, I said yesterday that Chelsea would draw. Could go either way. It's one of those matches that is very, very open. It'd be a pleasure to have you involved. I would be more than happy to arrange a call at some point to discuss any ideas you have, meet you properly, and keep you up to date on any progress we see. That's really good, Jeff. Really good. Nice for you to get involved. Do you live far from the ground? So hopefully it's not too much of a journey for you, but that's really, really great to hear. I have a day off tomorrow and Tuesday, and then back in on Wednesday, and then days off until Sunday, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. League Cup final will be a Manchester derby. Potentially. Chris, thanks so much for tuning in. Hope your shift at work yesterday didn't go too badly. Just over an hour. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. One of my friends at work I think he said that he is one of the mascots. So he dresses up and like shakes hands and waves and stuff, which is pretty cool. Cambrian belongs to Carlisle. He did get the win in the end. That's great stuff. Another great save from Johnson, who's keeping us in this game. Well, that's good. If you keep him out, then that's half the battle. Liverpool win the league again, no doubt about that. Yes, definitely. It's concerning that Liverpool are going to run away with it. Why is our league suddenly so poor? Or are Liverpool just really, really that good? Are Liverpool just that good, or is our league becoming poorer? Because we're signing some good players are coming to the league, but for me, I think Liverpool are just that good, right? Because you think about it, how many teams are better than Liverpool in the world? You'd say Bayern Munich, maybe, for sure, they'd be up there, and that's probably it. I know they got knocked out against Atletico Madrid. The main one is the pirate one is from Dinnington. I'm glad that you've sorted out. How is Joe, Jeff? How is Joe? Liverpool get 4 today. I think Villa will give them a game. Liverpool, Bayern, maybe PSG, maybe Real. It's hard to say with PSG because their league isn't as competitive. I'm not going to say it's worse. It's not as competitive. But yeah, PSG maybe. Bayern is the one that would probably be considered better. I know they're in a league that is fairly one-sided, but they won the Champions League at a canter. this last season, even without Mane. Liverpool, Man City, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. I put Bayern over City for sure. Tielemans, and very well stepped in by Cresswell. And Cresswell's bringing the ball away, who assisted for the opening goal, who finds Antonio, who converted that assist, of course. Looking for Bowen, finds Bowen, hit it. Shot is blocked by Justin, and that will be a throw-in. Bayern, Liverpool, Real Madrid at the moment, but it can change. Of course it can change quick. Carlisle won with 10 men, so I'm buzzing we won that way too. Yeah, definitely. I'm expecting Barrow to really struggle this season. I wonder if Jota will start for Mane. That seems the logical replacement. I can't see England beating Belgium. No, nor me. But we might do. But it would be good to try and win these games against these bigger sides in this competition that's not as good, because it would help us in the World Cup and things. So that's what I'm going to say. But I think it'll be really tough. Schalke 04 in a right mess. Yeah, Schalke are in a mess. I know that I think they now have sacked. They have now sacked Wagner now, haven't they? I think. Where are they? They are bottom, and they've already conceded 15 goals in 3 games, which is absolutely insanity. I know they conceded 8. Here's Jarrod Bowen. Jarrod Bowen with a shot. It takes a deflection, and it's just over the bar, and it will be a corner kick. Another great chance for West Ham. Has anyone ever watched? Has anyone ever watched West Ham Fan TV? I quite like watching West Ham Fan TV. They seem like genuine, proper, die-hard West Ham fans. They really, really do. 5 goals in every game on average. Yeah. I know they conceded 8 to. I think that's still an average of 3.5 goals in the other 2. They've only scored once as well, which is even worse. Cresswell's corner comes in, headed away by Soyuncu. Masuaku will take a touch. Very, very nice from him. West Ham Fan TV is a big tech Arsenal Fan TV. What I would say is West Ham Fan TV is very much a run by. There are some questionable people on Arsenal Fan TV. You know, sometimes their reactions and stuff, I think there's no way that's a genuine reaction to things. You know, celebrating as if they won the World Cup sometimes. I've never celebrated that for many Hereford goals. About 10 years ago, in about just over a week, Hereford played Northampton and we won 4-3 and we were 3-0 down at half time. When James McQuilkin scored the equaliser, I went absolutely crazy. That's the kind of reaction they were giving out. Find it a bit strange. Troops. And I like Troops. I think Troops is great. And they're all very, very nice people. And I quite like Ty. Because Ty made a really funny comment about DT the other day. I don't know if I saw it on Twitter when he was like, "You look like the Rag and Bone Man," which I thought was very funny. Shane Wenger still ain't in charge. I don't know. I think if Emre would have had any longer, yeah, he'd have gone the same way. Lukaku isn't bad. No, Lukaku's a good player. Oh yes, I see what you mean. They've got some good players. Belgium. Some far better than us. You should watch West Brom Fan TV. We do transfer dailies. Oh, Fornals is through. Fornals has scored a great attacking goal. And Fornals has made it 2-0. Alan Irvine's going nuts. Kevin Nolan's there as well. And Fornals has beaten the offside trap and made it 2-0. And I can't believe it. They said he's onside. We will watch the replay just to make sure. It's a long ball from Aaron Cresswell. Yeah, he's clearly onside. Soyuncu's had a nightmare. And it's a great ball over. And he takes a few touches and puts it to the near post. Nothing Schmeichel can do. And it's 2-0 to West Ham. If you take out... No, yeah. There's some good players in Belgium. And Hereford, they won 3-1 against Gosport to make it to the next round of the FA Cup. I don't think Troop's on anymore. He's been on all of them since he said he was leaving. Players playing rubbish. It's always the manager getting us out, not the manager's fault. Yeah, sometimes it is the manager, but sometimes it's not. What a great start. Pablo fornals makes it 2-0. I think that's 2 assists from Creswell as well. Yeah, it is 2 assists for Creswell. Great start to the season for Creswell. What's going on with Leicester? Just great stuff from... They've really taken their chances. Hull, Ipswich still unbeaten. I did see along the top of the league though, Nick. All our players are overhyped by the media. I think what happens is a player comes through and it's like this player could be the next whoever. And we overhype them and then they never turn out to be as good. Leicester beat City 5-2, then played S versus the Irons. Interesting. I totally forgot about that. David Moyes is going to walk into his office with a contract termination on the table soon. Definitely. We actually won perfect game to do it, or could you have imagined how everybody would have laughed if Harrogate beat us? Yeah, I did see you 1-2-1. I'm getting really cold. I have to put my jumper on in a minute. But yeah, I did see that you won that game. Chelsea or Man United, who's got the better future? I don't know. Chelsea, maybe. Only one team in the East Midlands. Definitely. Only one team in the Premier League, anyway. Chelsea. I'd say Chelsea. Well, Liverpool Legends, thanks so much for tuning in. How you doing? Thanks so much for joining the stream. Oh, another subscriber. Thanks so much for hitting the subscribe button, whoever you are. And it's back down to 96. And back up to 97. Liverpool versus or Man City. Who's better right now? What do you think's better? Obviously, it's Liverpool. Leicester definitely not out of this yet. No? As Jazz once sung for Man United, the only way is down. There were questions over whether Harrogate goal should have stood, and the questions over the ball being out of play, not like it matters. No, won't make a difference at the end. Here is Bowen. Bowen puts the ball in. Oh, Antonio tries a spectacular. Tries to overhead kick it there, but did not connect with it. Michael's on your first ever live stream. Well, I can't see Rodgers. I can see Rodgers making a sub at half time. There are options on the bench. Iheanacho under 2 attacking players they could bring on. They might try something else. They should certainly probably go away from the 3 at the back and bring someone else on. So they could bring on Albrighton, they could bring on Chowdhury and try something a bit different. Tottenham or Arsenal, who's got a better chance of winning the Europa League? Tottenham because they got Mourinho, who's a serial winner, but Arsenal because they're a better side. I'm not sure. Leeds are falling apart already. I don't see how they're falling apart. Can't think about... Here's Bowen. Puts the ball in. Oh, Antonio almost there. Johnny Evans makes the save there, and it's out for a corner. I can't think about Liverpool without thinking about Kelly and her full head to toe kit. Yeah, I can't believe she'll never be able to live that down. No, you weren't on my first live stream. I can't remember what my first live stream was. I probably deleted it. My first ever live stream was just a Q&A. I wouldn't bet against Mourinho winning the Europa. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. He's won it before with Manchester United. He could well win it with Tottenham. And that could be a route of getting back into the Champions League. Cresswell's ball in. And there is Schmeichel. Mourinho is a Poundland Simeone. I mean, he is very, very good at what he does. But not so much anymore. Liverpool haven't had a shot on target yet. Leicester haven't had a shot on target yet. No, they haven't. It's not been the greatest start. Chelsea 2005, Man United 99, Arsenal 2004, Man City 2018, or Liverpool 2020. They all did different things. For me, the benchmark always comes back to the Invincibles, doesn't it? If you go unbeaten, that's incredible. they're all remembered for different things. Liverpool aren't remembered for anything. Chelsea aren't really remembered for that much. Man United won the treble. Arsenal went invincible, and City hit 100 points. So those three things are very, very iconic. Here is Vardy looking for Harvey Barnes, but there is Declan Rice. For me, it's got to be between United 1999 and Arsenal 2004. Both things were very exceptional. And then Man City winning it with 100 points. All things are very, very good. But one of them, I think I don't know, treble or invincibles. Blaze after David Brooks be a very, very nice signing for sure. Here is Mendy to Perez. Perez takes a touch, takes another one, plays it out wide. Amati to Mendy. Tielemans. Here is James Justin. Puts the ball in, looking for Vardy, and there is Cresswell to put it away. Fornals. Ollie was at the wheel that night. I mean, I'm not sure he was at the wheel, but he was certainly a cog in the wheel. Castagna. Tielemans. Hit it. Souček wins the ball back. Very well done by him, who signed permanently in the summer. Man United when David... Oh, there has been a goal at Southampton, and it's Gineppo with the goal. 4 minutes until half time, and Southampton have taken the lead against West Brom, as Sam says. Was it a good goal, Sam? Man United, yeah, they obviously had a good side then, but obviously nowhere near as good now. Going unbeaten in a whole season is unthinkable, to be fair. I don't think it will ever happen ever again. It has happened since, though, in other leagues. It's happened in Serie A. It's happened in Scotland. Hereford almost did it as well a few years ago in their league. I think the Jersey Bulls, the new side in Jersey, won all their games until the pandemic struck. So it has happened in other leagues, but I think the thing is, nowadays, you want to win. If Liverpool threw away the Champions League, threw away the FA Cup, and threw away the Carabao Cup, they would have all their sights set, and they could have done it. But that's throwing everything away, and if you don't do it, it's just an average season. I remember they did draw 12 games out the season, which is a lot of draws. Powerful shot across the floor. Johnson did not see it in time. Nice. Thank you for keeping us updated. Liverpool were very close. Ball comes in. Headed away by Amati. Would have been better to see it out 0-0. Man United was the best in the 90s, definitely. Arsenal nearly bottled the Invincibles on the last day of the season. Did they have Leicester on the last day of the season, or have I made that up? It'd be harder to see a Leicester-like win than the Invincibles. I don't know what happened that season, 2015-16, for Leicester in the league. I still don't understand it to this day. Thanks so much for tuning in. Lenny, I'll see you again. Hi, Mike. Thanks for the comms. Cheers, Simon. Can you see Leicester coming back? They would need to get an early goal in the second half to really spice it up, I think, Simon. Liverpool are very close to what? Invincibility. I know they ended up losing 3, but they could have done it last season, and the season before they only lost to Manchester City. Tottenham are here, are the top 6 team that doesn't have a Premier League trophy and not to be considered in the best Premier League sides ever. Not yet, but sometime they will win the Premier League. I think that I think it was Leicester that and they were losing at half time. Yeah, it was Leicester. I thought it was Leicester. Southampton sitting back for half time now. Makes sense. And didn't we lose like 4 times? I remember Chelsea getting close. Yeah, Chelsea did it as well. I think they lost 1. So that's also very, very good. I will say Man City 2018 is the best Premier League side ever. I suppose it's different perspectives. if you were born in the 80s, you'd say that probably the 1999 side were better. If you were born in the 90s, you might think that the Invincibles were the best side. And if you were born in the sort of 2000s, you might think Manchester City are the best side. So it just depends on when you were born as well. What's 1-0 away to Man City? Yes, yeah, I thought so. Let's Arsenal keep their golden thing. It's something which only they have. It's an amazing, amazing achievement to go and beat them, and it would be brilliant for. It would be brilliant to see any team do that again, but I think it would be very tough. Yeah, last season Liverpool won 32, drew 3, and lost 3. So they lost to City, didn't they? And they lost to Arsenal, and they lost to Watford. However, if we'd have had a full normal season, some of those losses might not have happened. I still don't think they'd done it though, because they were already out. Half time. It is Leicester 0, Watford 2. St Johnstone and Celtic is also goalless at the break, and the 2 goals are as follows. And I will just put half time in the thing. That's the wrong. Right, so we will go through. Southampton and West Brom is also at half-time 1-0 to the Saints. Wenger deserves to be the exclusive unbeaten manager. It will happen again, though, probably in our lifetime. Chelsea 04-05 only conceded 15 goals in unbelievable. They finished on 95, didn't they, that season? I think Liverpool will go invincible one season in the next 10 years. I think it's improbable a little bit, just because there's so many fronts to fight on. I know it's the same sort of fronts, but you'd have to sacrifice everything, like I said. They won the title at our place. I actually watched that game, I think Lampard scored. Right, I'm going to go ahead and get a drink and put my jacket on, so I won't be a minute. So feel free to stay in and get some questions into the chat. If I don't have at least 5 questions, then I'm going to be annoyed. So bombard the chat if you want. But I'm just going to go pop and get a drink. Right, okay. How many questions did we manage? Not as many as we didn't get bombarded. When do you think Celtic won't win the Scottish Prem? When Jarrod's left. There's such a gulf. Mike, are you married? No, I'm an eligible bachelor. Jokes. I'm not an eligible bachelor. Please don't harass me. How tall are I'm 6'1". 6'1". Weirdly, my girlfriend is 5'7", but her legs are so long they're the same size as me. Our legs are same. Hers legs are slightly taller than mine, which is weird. But yeah, 6'1", which means a lot of women are like, "Oh, I'll only date people over 6 foot," and I'm just like, "That's me." Not that I'm. Because obviously I'm getting married to Kelly. She just doesn't know it yet. West Ham 4-0 and then 2-0. They're looking so good. They are looking good since since Moyes has been in quarantine. They're doing great. Can't see Liverpool doing it simply because we don't have to. We aren't giving up the Champions League for a goal in Premier League. No. That's what's important is the Champions League. I'd rather win let me know what you think in the comments, but would you rather win Champions League and the Premier League, or go invincible in the Premier League but go out in the group stages of the Champions League? For me, I'd rather win the 2 trophies and not go unbeaten. Ineligible. I don't know what that means. Well, I know what ineligible means. I'm not saying that. When will Leeds start to fall apart? I say in about 2 weeks' time. They'll be fine. Yeah, the double Leeds League. That's what I thought. Yeah, definitely. And if it doesn't apply to you, for example, if you support somebody like Bolton or Ipswich, you could. Would you rather win? I suppose if you're Ipswich or Bolton and you get the choice of the Johnson Paints or whatever it's called now, and the league, or just winning the league and going unbeaten, but not winning Johnson Paints, you'd go and win the league, wouldn't you? Unbeaten. Yeah, I was only kidding, Stephen. She's too good for me. She's too good for me. We are back. We'll be okay. Yeah, you'll be okay. I think Millwall will have a good chance in playoffs. That's interesting. Millwall could be, because they a couple of seasons ago, I seem to remember them just outside the playoffs, but they haven't started the greatest. But obviously, there's a lot more to do. There's still some days left in the transfer window. I feel like Leeds will be in the Premier League for a while now. Yeah, definitely. It's sort of where they belong, in my opinion. So yeah, I think they will be. They'll be fine. Got asked today if I've ever had any confrontation, because I'm vegan, so I don't have beef. Yeah, I asked if I had any sort of drama on YouTube, and I did say at one time, but I also had another one as well, weirdly. I hope so. I remember the Leeds team from the 70s. Yeah, they're I've watched a film which I'm sure you've heard of, called Damn United. So I have like a very rough knowledge. I'd like to see Sheffield Wednesday and United back in the Premier League. That'd be really good to have those two teams. I feel like the dream sort of league, you'd have Sheffield Wednesday, you'd have Forest, you'd have those two. And probably have something like Sunderland. Certain size. You'd have Villa. Villa would still stay in it. You probably wouldn't have something like Fulham or Burnley or Brighton in the dream scenario. I'm sure some people would make a case for Bolton, because they've been in the league for such a long time. You have all the sides with massive attendances, I would say, but it would be nice to see Sheffield Wednesday finally get back. The Arsenal team in the 70s was good. I remember them. Don't remember that. Big half needed for baggage now being on. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I can't remember how to pronounce it. You're a masterclass. Yeah, I think now they're behind Sam. It would make sense for West Brom to try and change it. One thing I'm not a big fan of, and I'm sure you'll watch a lot more as me, is that most of the options going forward are people like Hal Robson-Kanu, and not the most. No, I know. No, ignore me. There's certainly still some. Certainly still in the game. Certainly still in the game, and that's something that can. Certainly something that can cause optimism. Only 1-0 down, a goal would change everything. Particularly if it's same here. The game's not over, even though it's 2-0. Half time in the Manchester United women's game. It's 1-0 against Brighton. Derby, Forest, Sheffield Wednesday, Ipswich, Sunderland, and Bolton Wanderers all deserve to be in the Premier League. I suppose you're right. But there are some teams who think, we deserve to be in the Premier League. Who are I think Hereford deserve to be in the league, but not everyone does, because they spent most of the time out of the league in the last 20 years. That's why we needed we are trying to sell Austin to make money for Carlin Grant. Definitely would be a different option for sure. Yes, Blade plays soon. I probably will watch it, I think. Sure, Ipswich have always been good. They were fine under Big Nick McCarthy and then decided to change it, and look what happened. If you were still under Mick McCarthy, do you know where he'd be? Bang average in the Championship. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the like on the video. I'd appreciate it. We've got 16 likes so far. And subscribe if you are new. Or subscribble, if anyone knows what that means. I think Austin is coming to us. Yeah, he would be a good signing for Derby. Bob Wilson, a good goalkeeper for Arsenal in the 70s. Was Liam Brady in the 70s? Or was he in the 80s? Very, very assured performance so far for the Hammers. Late 70s, early 80s. Right. Joe got Mick McCarthy autograph from Ipswich. Nice. He was a quality player. Yeah. Showing my knowledge there. No one deserves to be in the Premier League. You have to fight for it. If small clubs pass as a big one, it's because they deserve it. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Got myself a Pepsi. Football fan, I think he will begin the Championship, but not a Premier League 5 to 10 goal season striker. Yeah, definitely. Mick McCarthy is doing a good job at Sky Sports. Tony Pulis is on Sky Sports as well now, isn't he? It's like they should get Big Sam and whoever else, David Moyes and everyone else who plays crap football on there. Oh, 70s and 80s, Liam Brady. I've not heard. Alan Sunderland, I think I've heard of. Sky have got some great pundits at the moment. Pulis and McCarthy. Yeah, people who know how to play the game the right way. Club Brugge have taken the lead against Anderlecht. Crepin Diatta with the goal. For those that... Okay, I remember the FA Cup final where Man United beat Arsenal 3-2. First final I remember was Southampton and Arsenal. I want to say, or Man United and Arsenal. Southampton. I think it was Southampton and Arsenal. I could be wrong. I was on holiday in Minehead, which isn't too far away from where I live now. First one I remember watching properly was 05 when Arsenal beat Manchester United on penalties. They used to have Mourinho on with Carragher and Nev. Yeah, they did. But Mourinho's got a good, has been manager at a very, very good level. It's up to 1 in 76. Who won the league the year you were born? Who won the league the year you were born? Because I was born in 96 and Manchester United won it that year. If I'd have been born a year earlier, it would have been Blackburn. And Kelly was born in 1999 and she would also be Man United. I'm not sure we won it in 76. I'll look it up. 76 FA Cup. It was Southampton won it. They beat Manchester United. Interesting. Yeah, I was born. Liverpool in the league. Nice. That means you must be born in the 80s. What is it? Yeah, 80s. Or 1990. Or before. 25 people watching. Thanks so much to everyone who's tuned in. I was born in 1984. I don't know what in 1984. Probably Liverpool. 70s. Yeah, they were good then. With like Hansen and Rush and Souness and Lawrenson. Man United. Everton won at the Euros. Well, that's interesting. It's Amazon Prime Day. I thought Amazon Prime Day was in July. Could Everton be doing it again? Could they be doing it again? No. Right. Could they do it? No. However, What I will say is, if they go and beat Liverpool, then that will change a lot of people's opinion on what they can do. If that makes sense. If they can beat Liverpool, that changes the game. That means that's going from, oh, we're probably going to finish in the top 6 to, okay, top 4 and above for us. That will move the needle, if you know what I mean. It was Liverpool, no surprise there. Would you rather have 10,000 subs or 1 million views on one of your videos? 1 million views. Definitely 1 million views. Because I might get more than 10,000 subs with that. Hello guys, I'm here. Gamer, thanks so much for tuning in. How you doing? I think Everton have a chance of beating Liverpool. I feel like it would be really, really important if they did win, because that sort of changed it. If Liverpool win that game, then they're starting to get ahead again. Do you get more money with views? Yeah, so you... Yeah. Yeah, that's how it works. So if you get, like, let's say 100 views and you get 10p, let's say, and then you get 1,000 views and you get £1, and if you get 100,000 views you get £100, and so on. That's not anything to go off. That's not anything to go off. That's just literally for an example. Where's Alfie? He is literally behind me. He's here. Here he is. Have? Nice. Oh, see, the half's kicked off. I'm just waiting to get it to the right. But the second half has kicked off. 17, 18, 19, 20. Here's Vardy, and oh, they get it away very poorly, and Harvey Barnes should do better, but he's put it wide. Did not get the connection he wanted on that one. Right, Sam Field coming on for West Brom. Nice. Did he come through the academy? Yeah, Alfie's asleep. I think Everton could finish above Leicester. I think so too, and maybe Wolves. I also think so too. I think they'll be looking at the top 4 this season, Everton. That'll be their aim. Quietly. Random question, but what shows do you remember watching when you were younger? Chucklevision? Does anyone watch Chucklevision? I watched a program called The Hoobs, but Kay doesn't remember it. Chucklevision. Tracy Beaker I quite liked. Rainbow, Play School. Rainbow is really famous. We have actually got a really good youth academy. We have produced a lot of players. Yeah, definitely. There's Sam Field, there's Edwards. Dara sort of come through there as well. All of which are playing. Raheem Harper, did he also come through the youth team? Or did he come from somewhere else? Andy Pandy. What's that program? Noddy. Noddy? Not heard of Trumpeton. There was a show called On the Buses, which was made about 2 years before I was born. It had Reg Varney on it. I think I've heard of On the Buses. Is that with Barbara Windsor on, or was she on something else? Was she on the Buses, or was she on? Oh, was that On the Buses? No subs made at half time, I don't think. Which means we have the same sides. I thought they might have. Who am I getting confused with? Carry On. That's what I'm getting confused. Carry On. Choose on Carry On. I think... Yeah, I think it's Carry On. I'm getting confused. Harvey Barnes cuts the ball back, and that will be a corner kick. It will be a corner kick. And Leicester have come out of the traps very, very, very fast. Harper, Field, Dara, Edwards, Saul, Palmer, Louis Barry all come from our academy. Because Louis Barry was at Barcelona, wasn't he? Schmeichel gives it straight to Fabianski. Manchester City women are beating Tottenham. Chloe Kelly with the goal after 33 minutes. Club Brugge. Oh, I've already read that one out. Fabianski goes long, headed on, and Soyuncu will bring it forward. Mendy. Sad to see him go. He had bags of potential. Seems a bit of a not sure how to describe him, but like on Twitter, on like Instagram and stuff, he seemed a bit of a show off. Is that the right word? Do you know what I mean, Sam? Is he at Villa now, or have I made that up? It's Under and Fofana are both on the bench for Leicester. Fornals looking for Kufau, and Michail Antonio's header is straight at Schmeichel. Another great chance for West Ham. Been live for just over an hour and a half. Didn't work out at Barca for him. I don't know why he didn't come back to us rather than Villa. Might have just been money. Something like that. Pablo Fornals. Not the first player to go abroad and it not work out. Like Dale Jennings. Does anyone remember Dale Jennings? Went to Bayern Munich. Michail Antonio. And it will be a free kick to West Ham. Haven't already? Feel free to like the video. I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe if you are new. Free kick. It looks like Creswell will be taking it, who's already assisted 2 of the goals so far. Can he make it a hat-trick of assists? We keep a lot of our academy players and give him playing time. Yeah, that's great to see. Yeah, academies are a big way of making money, and not just making money by selling the players, but having like a clause to say 15-20%. For example, Ben Godfrey is about to move for about 25 million. Is the rumor to Everton, and York have a clause in that they could get 15-20%, which would be a brilliant amount of money for them, especially in these hard times. Carlos, thanks so much for tuning in. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining the stream. Soyuncu. Clearly it's worked out because 3 of our academy players have played today. Yeah, exactly. Which is great. It seems like he's taking it seriously. That it's going to be a yellow card for Johnny Evans. Very, very, very late on Antonio. Who is West Ham's best player? Well, weirdly, it's Creswell who's made 2 great assists in this game. We made money off Lecco, who was in our academy. Yeah, he's joined Birmingham, I want to say. Leeds are with Danny Rose. If they sell him, we get money from him. I think Danny Rose has really gone down in value in the last few years. Probably not worth anywhere near amount he did, but same sort of scheme. Antonio in general, I think. Yeah, definitely. He's had a good game as well. Yeah, he has also played very well, and he scored one of the goals, as has fornals, but he's not had the best games. Kufal looks quite a good signing as well. I like Bowen. Yeah, he actually came from the Hereford Academy. But yeah, he's doing very well. Only got $1 million though. We could have at least got 2 or 3 for him. Still good, and it helps rejuvenate it. I know that Crew used to spend a ridiculous amount of money each year on their academy, but they'd make a sell each season. They sold Nick Powell, if I'm sure you remember Nick Powell, and Ashley Westwood came from there as well. Yeah, came from Hereford, and we went bust. And we lost our clause for him because we went bust and reformed. Season is mental in the Premier League. It's just wall-to-wall action in every sort of sense. Not just the Premier League, but we also have the Champions League. We have the Carabao Cup. We have the FA Cup to put in, as well as the other leagues as well. So it's just going to be wall-to-wall action. We're going to be watching it constantly, and we have to fit in the international breaks as well. Why did Hereford go bust? Because they didn't. It's a long story. Cresswell's ball in. Ogbono with a headed away, and it's going to fall to fornals, and Johnny Evans is there just to get it away. Masuaku wins it back. Sosa check. Amati does well, and well done. That's a goal kick. Basically, they owed a lot of money to a lot of people, and then chairman, then an owner, sold to a crook who had been banged up for theft for about 16 years, and he brought the club for £1. Didn't want to pay anything. Basically, they had an agreement between themselves to develop the stadium and use the money and then split some of the profit. So basically they were using this to build because of how the leases were. The council owned the ground, but they could build on it, and there was planning permission as well. So they got involved for finances, but all the fans stopped going and stuff. It was a right rigmarole. Do you think a team in the Premier League could go bust? No. There's too much interest in the Premier League for number one, and number two, there's too much money in the Premier League. So Leicester beat Man City 5-2, and they're getting beat of West Ham madness. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. It just goes to show how crazy football is. Was still at Egg Street? Yes, we were still at Egg Street then, and they wanted to take the leases from the Hereford FC 1939 Limited to his own company. If that would have happened, that would have been catastrophic for the club. Similar situation is what Steve Dale is trying to do at Bury. Mike, why donuts? Why Derby? I think Blades bought Derby players not playing them. Why'd you? I don't know. I really like. Here's Antonio. Puts the ball in, and it's fornals. Almost makes it 3-0. And Evans gets the block, and it will be a corner. I don't know. Probably just waiting to embed him. But what was it? Jaden Bogle? I think will be a very, very good signing in the future. Where did you buy it back, and when were you refounded? So we were refounded in sort of 2015. We played our first game at Malvern. I'm sure you know where Malvern is. And their ground is actually owned by the council. If the ground was owned by the club, then the ground would have been sold off, and we would have to find somewhere else, and it'd probably been like housing and stuff. Ball comes in, headed on. Mendy gets it away, and here's the Jose Perez. There's space out wide. He finds him. Under, who's come on recently. Under's come on for Marty. Really, really, really positive that you got good owners. It's a really weird model. It's 5 people putting a lot of money at the start and are shareholders, and then the supporters trust can own 50% as well, and they're buying shares as we speak. It's a very strange model. I don't like how the club's been run, but it's a damn sight better than how it was before. My cousin works in Waitrose, Malvern. Oh, all right. Never been in Waitrose, Malvern, but Malvern isn't too far away from where I used to live. Malvern's in Worcestershire. We need to play them against Arsenal. I'm not sure. We should be had the team lineups, which I will read out. So the Arsenal Sheffield United side: Aubameyang and Nketiah, Willian, Saka, Ceballos, El Nene, Bellerin, Gabriel, Luiz, Tierney and Leno. The team for Sheffield United: Ramsdale, Basham, Egan, Robinson, Baldock, Lundstrom, Berger, Osborne, Stevens, Burke and McGoldrick. So Max Lowe is on the bench. I think the thing is, you've got quite a really consistent team, and for those two to come in, they'd have to dislodge Baldock and Stevens, which would be very hard to do. Prince Abdullah from Blaze, we're going to buy Newcastle. Harvey Barnes, and here is Castagna. Great tackle by Ogbonna. That would have boosted the value. We can't buy both clubs. Here's Antonio. Players are joining him. He finds Bowen. Declan Rice. Out wide. Back to Antonio. Antonio's shot. Saved straight at Schmeichel. John James was a good sign in Antonio. That he's my friend's uncle and he chose you over Bolton. Why? Why the hell would anyone do that? Glad Egan back. Yeah, Egan. I quite like Egan. He was suspended, wasn't he? Which was... Yeah, I think he was suspended for that sending off against, I want to say, Villa. Absolutely hammering it down here. It's horrible. Justin. Here is Tielemans. An hour gone. Half an hour to go. Here is Fornals. Fornals moving forward. He's got options. He finds Bowen. Bowen takes a touch, crosses it back, and no one is there. And Mendy will bring it away. Another chance there. If somebody had been on there. His wife recently had a child and he wants to live in the Birmingham area, so he wanted to stay local for his son. Right. That's interesting. Makes sense for him to be in that sort of area then, because we train at Warwick. We don't train in Hereford. Mendy. Tielemans slows it down. Gives it back to Mendy. 19 likes on the video. Thanks so much to everyone who's liked it so far. I really appreciate it. Jose Perez. Here is James Justin, who signed from Luton even. His cross is very near the goal and not near anyone, and Fabianski deals with it eventually. He could have gone to Bolton because he used to play for Ian Abbott with Chesterfield. Right, okay. Because Chesterfield aren't... when I thought it was Chesterfield, I just thought of National League. They were in League One for a long time, weren't they? I'm really pleased with the sign. I think it's really good. I'm not sure how he's pulled it off, to be fair. But I am really pleased with it. I think we're going to struggle this season now. Really struggle. I just can't see us. I think we're going to be in the bottom half for sure. I think that's a bit optimistic. Iheanacho is set to come on. But finally off the mark in League 2 with a win. Yes, Jack said about that. It was a 2-1 win over Harrogate. Tielemans' free kick is away by Ogbonna. Under. Did you play yesterday? Yes, we played Gosport Borough away and we won 3-1. Mendy. Masuaku with the block, and it is a Leicester throw. They still have Ian actually to come on, but the other players are mainly quite defensive. It could be on someone like Brighton, but it is Perez coming off for Ian Acho. When does Hereford's league start? Tuesday. Southport away. And that'll be the first league game Hereford have played since I started work at Tesco. Vardy takes a good touch. Will he get there first? He does get there first, but there is Souček who puts it away, but he did put it out. Just looked, it was his cousin who wanted to buy Newcastle. Yeah, there was interest. What do you do at Tesco? I'm a personal shopper, so I do like pick people's online orders. So yeah, it's very, very, it's quite, it's the same thing just over and over again, really. Watch Danzo is one of your best players. They are very mobile. I mean, I probably won't be able to see for ages to be able to go and watch them, which is unfortunate. They haven't announced anything like streaming or decent. Not really. I was talking to one of my friends earlier, and I said that I'd like to do this full time one day. That's the hope. That's the dream. It would be really cool to do that. Good stream again. Thanks you, Jeff. How do you pronounce it? Krovinovic. Is that it? Is that how it's pronounced? That looks. It's really. I'm not really sure. Hopefully he can make a difference. Cresswell's ball in, and it's behind for a goal kick. It was Balbuena with the chance there. Will Merseyside derby be game of the season so far if Liverpool win today, as both teams have a perfect start to the season? All depends on the game goes, because there has been some really boring Merseyside derbies. I remember the season that they finished runners up to Manchester City. It finished, I think, 0-0. I'm sure you remember. I remember being in where my girlfriend was from, or where she grew up, mainly part of it, and I was waiting for her brother-in-law to get out of work, and I was with her sister as well, and I was listening to it on the radio, and I was, watching it, and that was. So yeah, there has been some fairly boring ones in recent times. Hopefully it's really good. Ooh, Fornals does catch Vardy very late there and gets a yellow card. But he's lucky on Saturday with the teams losing. The Blades are nearly out the bottom three. But it's going to be tough against Arsenal. Really tough. Literally nothing has happened in this half yet. Well, the longer you're in it, the more chance you've got of... Well, not really, but the longer you still remain in it, that's always a good sign. I think if you go 2-0 down, even now, it's relatively over. Atalanta have beaten Cagliari 5-2. Corner free kick comes in for Leicester. Soyuncu fouls Bowen, and that will be a free kick. Hope we score an added time goals. That would be limbs. I couldn't think of anything less limbs with no people in there. Well, we're almost live for 2 hours now. 9 minutes to go until we're live for 2 hours, which is great. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Brentford versus Preston North End at 2 o'clock. Nice. Hopefully we are better now. They have made us changing about the handball, which is positive. As I said yesterday, I'm not a fan of changing things mid-season, but there we go. It's always fun here. I might just go psycho. Is anyone a fan of Post Malone? Let me know if you're a fan of Post Malone in the comments. I feel like Sam would be a fan of Post Malone. Here is Kufal. He's going to take it. He's going to do a long throw by look. Oh no, he's getting a new ball. It's going to be a long throw. In it comes. Really, really long throw. Headed away by Tielemans. Masuaku's volley is straight at Schmeichel. Don't mind him. Only song I like from him is Rockstar. I quite like Post Malone. God, it's horrible. Is it horrible with anyone else? It's horrible outside. There is going to be a VAR check, so I can use the VAR. So, Aaron Cresswell is almost kicked in the face by Iheanacho. They're just having a look at it. I don't think... No, check is complete. Nothing doing now from Iheanacho. Mike, where did you get your graphics from the stream? Which graphics do you mean? Do you mean the box around it, or do you mean the scoreboard? It's not raining here. It's just cloudy where I am. Hopefully that comes soon. It's really rainy here. We've been having bad rain on and off all day. Luckily, it wasn't raining when I went to work this morning. Of the teams. 2-0. Southampton have made it 2-0 against West Brom. Oriel Romeo with the goal, and it looks like it's all over, as Sam says, for West Brom. Image, thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry I missed your comment. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I think Hammers go 7th if we hold on. That'd be very, very good. What do you think of Bowen? He came from originally came from the team I support. Like originally. So yeah, I got this, like the layout with the stadium in the background and all the information. I've got it off someone called Stream Elements, which do the notifications. So if you subscribe and you see, or like I get a super chat or a tip or anything, that's what comes up. That's Stream Elements. However, the scoreboard I made myself. So if you've got any nice comments about that, let me know. 2-0 all over. I'm good, thanks, Harvey. So yeah, I'm doing good, thank you, mate. How did you get on? Was it last night against Spartak Moscow? Did you win that game? I didn't check. Sorry. Or was it tonight? Iheanacho does well. Can he cut it back? That's out for a corner. They're saying how good of a game Bob Bonner's doing. Another goal. Good goal. Volley with outside of his foot. Yeah, I think it's over now. My team Zenit drew 1-1 with Spartak Moscow, which is not the end of the world. Both joint top of the table. Yeah, good. It's one of those do not lose. Do you know the badges, what you see in the players, are they copyrighted? Yes, they are. I'm sure the Premier League and the clubs aren't going to come after me. The only thing that I do to make sure it's not copyrighted is the music. The music is non-copyrighted music. So I'm free to play that as loud and as long as I want. But yeah, they're not going to come after me. Obviously, loads of people doing it. If they were going to start coming after people for that, it would be the big ones. Declan Rice with a great run. Still going. Oh, off the bar. And it's a corner kick. Great chance. Declan Rice can't believe it. They equalised in the 86th minute. Got in. I predict 2-2, so that would be an interesting result. Interesting. Still open. Still 20 minutes left. Look what we did against Chelsea. Yeah, definitely. It's not over, but I just can't see you getting back in. It's going to be Bowen to take this corner kick. In it comes. No one there. Is goal kick. Yeah, goal kick. Declan Rice was appealing for a corner, but nothing given by the referee. Yeah, Souček does get the final touch there, so it is a goal kick. But if it had gone out, then it's still been a goal kick, so don't you? Follow me on Instagram, Mike Talks Footy, Twitch, Mike Talks Football, Twitter, Mike Talks Footy. Southampton wasting time. Yeah, probably going to get that. I think BT put the goals on their Twitter account. Interesting. Maybe that's something I could add to the channel. Not obviously not show the goals, but I could like have somebody like do it. So put the link in. James Justin's ball in, away for a throw-in. And a goal in Norway by Anders Jacobsen. However, the teams are quite hard to pronounce, so I'll just leave it there. Tielemans, Evans. Oh, Castagna loses the ball. Masuaku plays in fornals. Fornals out for a throw-in to West Ham. Got 17 minutes left in this one. Morrisons are struggling from what I've heard last night. Lots of colleagues leaving and getting sacked, but not my problem. I have retail experience to get a job somewhere else. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It makes total sense for you to try and find something that you're used to doing. And yeah, Morrisons we're hiring here as well. It's a lot of people are leaving Tesco as well, I think. But it's weird because a lot of places are like cutting how many people they have. So it's weird that there are so many places hiring. Mike, do you still use your other channel? No, it was just while I had a copyright strike. So yeah, it was just while I had a copyright strike, which was false and got removed eventually after I appealed it. James Justin. Vardy. Great volley by Romeo. I will have a look. Oh, David Glazer sent me a friend request. Nice. I better accept that. If you haven't already, feel free to leave a like. I'd appreciate it. Kufau loses the ball. Justin. Mendy. It's all Leicester in this second half. I've been at Morrison's for 7 months. Ain't too bad. Same. When did you? Same sort of time that I've been at Tesco. When did you start? I started in March 23rd. Soyuncu. Because there's been a lot of temporary staff, which means there's been a lot of massive turnover, really. Castagna. Here's Iheanacho. Harvey Barnes. Tielemans. They're just saying very... Yeah, right before lockdown. Yeah, same. They are really, really, really playing a low block here. West Ham. They are just trying to see the game out now. Creswell's put it behind for a corner. And it looks like it will be a West Ham win. We have 14 minutes, but it doesn't look like they're breaking them down. They're still yet to put a shot on target, Leicester, onto the West Ham goal. Harvey Barnes, could he change that? Puts in, it's away. Headed forward and away by Declan Rice. If you were going to do another game, which one would you do? Liverpool. So have a big break between them. Mike, I think we will do a live stream on Instagram for Learn to Cook with Joe. Guys and girls on here, please check us out. Yeah, feel free to check out Learn to Cook with Joe on Instagram. It's Jeff's wife's channel. Instagram page. She does some cooking tips. So yeah, feel free to check that out. If I do see that you're live, I will watch. But I'm not on Instagram very often. I follow a lot of food people. There will be streams next week. Hopefully, I'll probably try and do some international football as well. So feel free to check out that if it's something interesting. Here is Barnes. I don't think West Ham run will continue as long as they are facing some really tough sides soon. Yeah, I mean, it's still really good. Top cooking tip, get someone else to do it. I think we got curry for tea. I'm making curry for tea. Hopefully Kelly likes what I make. Joe doing it. Under. Down. Nothing in that, surely. Oh, Bonner's not impressed. Roast chicken dinner. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I haven't curry. Probably be making omelettes. Nice. Nice. Good to learn. Good to learn from scratch. Yeah, I suppose it is, but I had no cooking experience before I moved out, so anything's good. Last time I oversalted the chips, and they were very, 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 very salty. Very salty. When we had our YouTube channel. How's that going? Edward, thank you so much for tuning in. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. Toad in the hole, shepherd's pie. Nice, I haven't had a shepherd's pie for ages. Shouldn't you be able to make a vegan shepherd's pie, wouldn't it? It'd just be vegan mince. Because it's just mince and mashed potato, isn't it? Right? I love shepherd's pie. Yeah, it's nice. It reminds me of my gran for whatever reason. Meat dumplings for me. Very nice. It's a free kick to Leicester. Undertakes it. Away. And away by Kufa. And it's literally just going to be... It's just literally going to be attack versus defence for the rest of this game. It's got to be. There's not going to be no other chances, I don't think. Inacho. Harvey Barnes. Inacho. Still going. Oh, they just get in there. Aaron Questwell once again. We need more 7 goals thrillers. Yes, definitely. Definitely. More goals, please. Club Bruges have gone 2-0 up against Anderlecht. Hans Banneken with the goal. Got an email from YouTube about changing the videos, and you had to categorise them. It was just a bit of a pain. So we just did it now. It's quite easy to do. It's quite easy to do. I do it. Tielemans. And since I've returned to YouTube, I've tried to not swear. I've only sworn once, I think, or twice, which isn't too bad. Is company still at Anderlecht? Yes, I think so. Here is Antonio, still going, and it's saved. Flag's gone up, and I'm back. I just tell people to button to press to get into park. How much is the first hour, Rich? How much is the first hour? I'm going to London this month, actually, all being well, depending on coronavirus, for our anniversary. So that'll be fun. Eclipse Unicorn, thanks so much for tuning in. How you doing? And £3. It's quite expensive. It's not as expensive as some of the places here, but that is still really expensive. Got to keep it professional, Mike. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a non-swearing channel now, which is great. What I will say is, you know, if like something like Aguero happened in the final minutes or of the season, then I probably would accidentally swear, but I am trying not to, and it's going okay. I'm doing good, thank you, Eclipse. Oh, it's been a ruck of goals all of a sudden. Sparta Rotterdam are losing 1-0 to AZ Alkmaar. Fornals bringing the ball away. Bowen's ahead of him. He finds Bowen. Great ball. He's onside. He's going to go. He does score. 3-0. It will be checked by VAR, but a brilliant attack by West Ham, who make it 3-0. Great goal. Really well worked. And I don't know what's happened to West Ham. They looked absolutely terrible against Newcastle, and all of a sudden they look absolutely amazing. Declan Rice plays out wide to fornals, and fornals just has all the space in the world. He runs and runs and runs. Bowen has loads of space. He puts it in. He's clearly onside and puts it into the bottom right left hand corner past Michael. Brilliant finish, and it's 3-0. Brilliant goal. Ajax lost. It's not a good start to the season, is it? There's the third goal. These are games we should be winning. I'm annoyed and disappointed. It's still a tough game. I'm a magician. Awesome. What kind of magic do you do? I didn't know which category to put in adults or children. They said if it was in the wrong category, mentioned about fines, etc. I don't think that's the case anymore. You just have to mention it's not for children. What they want is this made for children to watch? Which obviously, like young people watch my channel, but it's not made for them, if you know what I mean. Something like Coco Melon would be made for children. Something what you're doing is not made for children, but it's also not made for over 18s. It's made for everyone. Castagna puts the ball in, and it comes to Justin. Mendy. Under gets it away. Under tries it, but Bonner gets it away rather. Thanks for the Twitter shout out for Football Fan AR. What did he shout out? I do all kinds of magic. Like what? Card magic? Castagna. Away by Suchek. Evans. I can understand it. It is a bit complicated if you're not used to it. Mainly cards magic. Nice. If you enjoy it, that's great. There's some amazing magicians on things like Britain's Got Talent, isn't there? Harvey Barnes. It's going to be a corner kick to Leicester. About goals on BT feed, Twitter feed. Oh, right. Yeah, it is really handy. I totally forget they're on there. West Ham are going to make a couple of subs. Wilhelm are beaten Feyenoord 1-0. Too many magicians now on BT. I stopped watching it because every other one was very sad. Corner comes in, headed away again. Harvey Barnes. Under. Thanks so much for tuning in, Jeff. I'll see you again. Yeah, another goal. 3-0. Now it was Jarrod Bowen with the goal. Counter-attack is on. Bowen out wide to Antonio. And there is Mendy. Manchester City women are 2-0 up against Tottenham Hotspur women. Chloe Kelly with her second goal. Here come the changes. It's going to be Sebastian Haller. And it will be Antonio coming off, and Bowen will be coming off for Mark Noble. I mainly like dangerous acts as long as they don't go wrong. Yeah, it's always nervous, isn't it? It's always nervous. Imagine like someone accidentally having their head chopped off or something on Britain's Got Talent. Wouldn't be nice. Wouldn't be nice to see. So Haller on and Noble on for the final few minutes. I think the show would close down. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it wouldn't be nice. Wouldn't be nice to see. I hope that never happens. Kufal. Obviously, they must be fairly confident it'll go fine, or they wouldn't do it. To be fair, if Simon Cowell had his head chopped off, that would still be awful. Rotterdam are 2-0 down. Sparta Rotterdam 2-0 down to AZ. City women are now 3-0 up as well. Chowdhury is set to come on for Mendy for Leicester, which would be the third and final substitution. Awful but slightly funny. Dangerous acts and magicians are my favourites. Yeah. Getting quite annoying. Like, it used to just annoy me how many, like, people would be on with, like, sad stories. Justin. Just going to do the man of the match. Could be Antonio, could be Cresswell, could be Bowen. Lots of options, definitely. Ogbona's had a quite a good game as well. I can't imagine any of the Leicester players will be getting man of the match. Barnes does well. Iheanacho. Jamie Vardy. Celtic have stole it right at the death. Lee Griffiths with the goal against St Johnstone. Don't show you shouldn't get through on sad stories. Yeah, it is kind of annoying. Ogbonna has won man of the match. Well done to Ogbonna. Thanks so much everyone who's tuned in so far. I really do appreciate it. Fabianski with the ball long. Head on by Haller. Castagna wins the ball. Plays the 1-2 to Iheanacho. Alfie's just behind me, just getting comfortable. Vardy's through. Vardy's put it wide. Very, very poor finish. Very poor finish. Fabianski clenches his fist because he has maintained his clean sheet. Really enjoyed the stream today, Mike. Nice one. Thank you, Simon. Really appreciate it. Hope you tune in for more. Very unlike Vardy. Yeah, really unlike Vardy. Stayed on side. Really good run. But got it all wrong. All wrong. So thinking, like, would you rather me do a stream for a game like this, or do like a stream for like, and keep an eye on all the games for the Champions League? Which one would you prefer, the group stages? Let me know. Don't have to let me know today, but just at some point. Declan Rice. Masuaku. 3 added minutes, a minimum of 3 added minutes. Thank you. Cresswell. Been no singers yet in BGT final. Is that like the recent series? Because obviously Susan Boyle got into the final, didn't she? But that was years ago. Remember Charlatan? What's the name of that big bloke? Jonathan. Remember them as well. It'd be good if you like a stream of all the games. Yeah, it'd be like, so we'd be keeping an eye on all the games, which would be hard. This series semi-finals finished last night. That's great. Have we been doing that? Has there been an audience, or has it been behind closed doors, or what's the score? Virtual audience. Oh, I see. There isn't any games tomorrow, is there? I'll have a look. I think there's no Premier League games because after today it's the start of the international break. There is a game in the Bundesliga 2 between Nuremberg and Darmstadt. And then Tuesday, no, there's not really any games till Wednesday where there's international football and National League football. Then Thursday we have England and Wales. So yeah, so there'll be games from there. On to Burnley. Let's hope that one's a bit easier. We have a striker by that. Yeah, definitely. It's been re-recorded too, so it's not been live. All right, that's interesting. 3-0. Wow, comfortable for West Ham in the end. I think many football fans are focused on transfers. Barnes has scored. So I was reading the chat. It is 3-1. Harvey Barnes with the goal. After his England call-up, he has got one. Really nice goal. Really nice passing. James Justin has it on the outside. Gives it to Barnes. Barnes plays a 1-2 with Iheanacho. Really nice. Then plays a 1-2 with Jamie Vardy. Really, really nice goal from Harvey Barnes. But it is too little, too late, unfortunately. And it won't be any sort of impact on this game. It is far too late, but a goal nonetheless. Just checking to see if Jamie Vardy was offside. So there is a VAR here. Ogbonna is the one who could be playing him on. They are just looking. This goal could be ruled out. Looks like it's offside. It is offside. It is offside. And it's 3-0 again. And they maintain their clean sheet, I think. Yeah. Goal ruled out. And it will remain 3-0. West Ham will get the clean sheet. 7 goals scored in the last 2 games. 0 conceded. Absolutely fantastic from West Ham. Alisson now injured. Could be a tough one. St Johnstone have lost 2-0 at home to Celtic with 2 late goals from Celtic to snatch the 3 points there. And we are into over full time now. So I'm not sure how much longer we have. Probably not long. It's out for a throw-in. Fabianski puts it out. We are literally right at the death of this game. Celtic have won. West Ham have won. And Southampton have won. Full time here. And it's finished. Leicester 0, West Ham 1. Irvine is absolutely delighted. He's done really, really well with his 2 games in charge. David Moyes will almost certainly be back after the international break. But what a pleasing performance for West Ham. Very, very brilliant. Game finished. Sad to see us lose. So Sam, his team West Brom have lost 2-0 at home away. To Southampton. Good 3 points for Southampton. We are 1 subscriber away from 700. So thank you so much everyone who's tuned in, and we will hit that again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sam, thank you so much for tuning in. Simon, thanks so much for joining the stream as well. Chris, thank you so much for joining. Alex, thank you so much for tuning in as well. David Berry, thank you so much for tuning in as well. If you did enjoy it, feel free to subscribe as well if you haven't already, and like as well. And feel free to watch all my others as well. I'm live usually like a handful of times a week, so feel free to check those out. Thank you so much for watching. Leicester have lost here 3-0 to West Ham. The goals were as follows. Antonio opened the scoring after 14 minutes. Cresswell with a lovely ball in there. And then it was 2-0. Cresswell finding fornals to make it 2-0. Second half was underway, and it was... doesn't say who it was, but it was Bowen who opened his account for the season. Oh no, he's already scored a couple, but he made it 3-0. Very, very nice goal from Bowen. And then the goal right at the death ruled out from Harvey Barnes because Jamie Vardy was offside, who assisted the goal. Thanks so much everyone who's tuned in. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you again. Thank you for watching. My name is Mike, and I will see you soon.